A better cow.
Yeah, I know. No, I understand. I understand. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's all right. It's an accident. Accidents happen. It's okay. But I think you need to apologize to the viewer as well. Okay? What do you think? That's okay. No, come here. Let me fix you up. It was. I know you tripped over the power cord, and that's why everything went out last week. I know. It's all right. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Okay? Yes, we can have cookies afterwards. It's okay. Now, why don't you go pack for a little bit, okay? Okay. Yeah, that's all right. We'll be fine. No, you can't play with the bubble wrap. Stop it. Stop it. I told you about that stuff. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome once again from the fabulous GainerWorld International Complex, located somewhere in a soon-to-be relocated position somewhere in the continental Midwestern United States. My name is Tim Gainer, in case you haven't figured it out yet, and I welcome you to another session of GainerWorld Live, that wonderful show where we just slap everything together for about an hour, and we just kind of kick back and lay back and just have a good time, and just forget our troubles for just about an hour or so. If you're new to our little soiree, that's what we do. Because of the sheltering in place and everything like that, we just kind of, hang out and just get together and chat a little bit in the chat room, which a lot of people are in already, and I thank you very much for that. A lot of people in there already. DJ Zath is in there, which means we're being simulcast on the often imitated, never duplicated Warp Radio Network at warp-radio.com. Thank you so much, Z. I always appreciate that. Of course, the man with the plan, my brother from another mother, the one and only Cyrus Gray from the Homegrown Underground Sound Show. Of course, I'm relating to the Hug Show at WRGG Radio in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, IA. 93.7 on your FM dial, man. Check it out at WGG.org. He's in there as well. Elizabeth Jack is in there as well. Hello, Elizabeth. Always good to see you, sweetie. Judy representing from the CO. Yeah. You know that's happening. Elena's in there already. Hey, Elena. Always good to see you. That means the Danimal is with us as well. Good thing. We love to see that. And yeah, my favorite... my favorite screen name of all. I am Wee Todd Ed. Yes, that is an actual name, ladies and gentlemen. Hope is all is well. See, you haven't moved yet. Yeah, that is true. You're absolutely right about that, Ed. I have not moved, and we're going to be talking about that. By the way, if for some reason you don't like YouTube, you can always check out the simulcast, the video simulcast at warp-radio.tv. You can do that as well. And as always, my thanks and my apologies. I know last week a lot of people were going, where the hell's the show? It was simply a technical glitch. I can't really say much more than that. It was one of those days that you say to yourself, hey, technology is your friend. But the funny, you'll be interested in knowing, and here's something that everybody can kind of laugh at, is the fact that even though I didn't know what was going on, and I had... friends and production staff and everybody, getting at me and going, hey man, we can't see anything. We can't see anything. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, okay, well, we'll just do it radio style. And I just kept on going and just sat here and talked to myself for an hour is what it amounted to. And you missed a hell of a show. I'm just saying. It's a love-hate relationship, says Elena. Yes, you're absolutely right about that. I love to hate the internet. But that's another story altogether. He left the cap on. That's one way of looking at it. I'm happy to say. But that's what was going on with that. And again, my apologies for all that. But we're back here. Everything's fine. It looks like everybody's pretty happy. And I'm looking at the side monitor and everything's looking good. So we're ready with that. Todd mentioned... see, you have not moved yet. I'm glad you brought that up, Ed. I really am glad you brought that up because we've been talking about this. Well, actually, we talked about it last week. What, you didn't hear about it? What? So, yes, it is true. I have not moved yet. It doesn't look like I'm going to be moving for a little while, probably for a few weeks still. And so we figured, what better way to have a little bit of fun with all this? And calm down, Zath. He says, I may still win that prize. I haven't even mentioned what the prize is yet. Okay? Careful what you wish for, pal. I'm just saying. But the situation is that we decided that we're going to have a little bit of fun with this move. So here's what I want everybody who has not entered, and I know there's some people in the chat room that have already entered, so just watch yourselves. Here's what we're going to do. If you are new to our little soiree, I'm supposed to be moving. When, I don't know, because there are hassles with the paperwork right now. But we will be moving soon. The question is, when? So we decided to start Gainer's moving pool, and it works like this. I want you to pick what date I will be leaving this very unnamed bunker for the very last time. What day I will be moving out of this particular apartment and into the new one. I want you to pick that date, and then I want you to send it by an email to admin, ADMIN, Alpha Delta Mike India November, at timgainer.com. Gainer is GAINER. The person that comes closest to the actual date of my leaving will receive a signed vinyl copy of my album, Honor Among Thieves, which I will send to you. It is a beautiful piece of vinyl. Pardon me. It's just allergies. Just allergies. No, I don't got the coronas. It is a beautiful piece of vinyl that I will personally sign and send to you. In the event of a tie, yes, both of you will get the album. We're not going to play any kind of games like that, okay? Admin at timgainer.com. That's the email address. Tell me what date you think I'm going to be leaving this apartment for the very last time. And the person that comes closest to that date wins an autographed copy, a vinyl copy of my album. So, Elena says 2022. Thanks, Elena. I love you too. And did somebody say bunkers? Says Kate O'Brien. Hi, Kate. How are you, hon? I'm always glad to see her. Can I get a CD? I don't have a vinyl player anymore. Now people are starting to get picky. What's going on here? Okay. Then you'll have my address and you could stalk me. So do I enter or not? That's entirely up to you, Ed. I get the never block. Well, there you go. Y'all just got to get picky, don't you? You know, I'm trying to be nice, saying, okay, if there's a tie, you'll both get. Oh no, I can't get the album. Can I get the CD? Can you just send me a download card, please? Because I just don't have this stuff anymore. I don't understand what's going on. Just saying. But anyway, I appreciate everybody who's in the chat room this evening. Thank you all very much. I do appreciate it. And if you're new to this, hey, let us know where you're from. Come on into the chat room. We're all very kind people, for the most part. And we'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're from and how you heard about this little thing. Kate says I can always sell it on eBay. Yeah, you'll get a pretty penny off of that, won't you? Anyway, lots of things. Hang the album on your wall like you're 16. Hey, dude, I still do that. Okay? I'm just letting you know. In fact, you know what? They actually have shelving now, full shelving, that you can put on your wall, that you can put all your albums on, like 12 and 24 things. So, you know, yeah, it could be an art piece. Who knows? The one who guesses the date exactly will get me for the night. No, Zath. No, you don't get me. You get a copy of the album. Do I have to spell everything out to you? How do you let the guy work production for one night and he just goes all to hell? I didn't even know they made vinyl anymore. Yes, they do. And Tupperware is still a thing. Just so you know. In fact, just by sheer coincidence, I got into a discussion with a very old friend of mine over the last couple of days, who said they still have their 5-inch bell bottoms, and proceeded to send me a picture of them, of her with these things on. So yeah, anything is possible at this case. I'll put the vinyl in the Tupperware. Yeah, that works. That's okay, Zach. Nothing wrong with that. And Cyrus is saying, I'm from my mother. No hatch date. No. Not a hatch date. I come unto my own, and my own look at me and go, huh? Oh, so lots going on this week. And anything you had me in bunker. Okay. Come on into the bunker, Kate. I got no problem with it. Elena says you need to start singing. Okay, oh, I see. Okay, nice subtle hint to shut Tim up. Okay, I see where you're going with this, Elena. Thanks so much. Can I remind you how much you paid for the tickets for the show? Okay. Anyway. So yeah, lots going on this week. Found out that if you're a fan of festivals, music festivals, and I feel really bad because so many people that I know and so many people that I respect in the music industry are now starting to cancel all their shows. They're starting to cancel tours. Just found out yesterday Bonnaroo was canceled for this year, so that's how many. I mean, Lollapalooza has been canceled. Taste of Chicago's been canceled. Bonnaroo's been canceled. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad. Everybody say, play something. That'll clear the room. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Cyrus. One more thing for those that have Alexa. You can just stop it. Just stop it, Zeph. If you tell Alexa play Warp Radio, it'll put the show on. Okay, so for those of you that are watching this show right now, you want Alexa to play the show at the same time. What? I just got the cows back in the stalls. Okay, well, there you go. You want me to get them out of the stalls? Watch this, Ace. I will get them out. All right, here we go. Y'all gonna start this way on me tonight. I understand. I thought about this one last week. This is one of the songs that I played last week. If you missed it, you missed probably the greatest performance I've ever had in the history of this show, and you missed it. Okay, Todd Rundgren. No Todd Rundgren. God. Yeah. All you lefties are the same. Yes, I know, and we're proud of it. I don't know. I heard a lot of songs over the course of the last week, 2 weeks. And I just went, man, I haven't played that in a long time, or I haven't heard that in a long time. And boy, that's really relevant to what's going on right now. So this was one of them. Spanky. Wow. Spanky. Y'all lost your minds. That's all there is to it. I wanted to play this song because I haven't played this in a long time. I don't want to spoil the party, so I'll go. I would hate my disappointment to show. There's nothing for me here, so I will disappear. If she turns up while I'm gone, please let me know. I had a drink or two and I don't care. There's no fun in what I do if she's not there. I wonder what went wrong. I waited for too long. I think I'll take a walk and look for her. But tonight she's made me sad. I still love her. If I find her, I'll be glad. I still love her. I don't want to spoil the party, so I'll go. I would hate my disappointment to show. There's nothing for me here, so I'll disappear. If she turns up while I'm gone, please let me know. See, you should have been here last week. That version was so much better than what we just heard right now. But that's the magic of live television, isn't it? Even when it's on the internet. What you played for me 2 to 3 weeks ago was awesome. Still thanking you. Well, that's no problem at all. And everybody wants to know where the tip cup is. Yes. Cyrus is holding the tip cup, which really scares the hell out of me. I just want you to know that. But appreciate that thought. Yeah, everybody just wanted to hear the music right away, which I guess is a good thing. And I thank you very much for that. And if you're just kind of sitting here, just kind of hanging out, don't tip the cows. No, we don't want to tip the cows because that would upset Cyrus greatly. You just need to get a tune-up. I see what you did there. A tune-up? Yeah. So, again, if you're new to this little soiree, don't expect great shakes, as you can tell. And secondly, let us know that you're here. Because, as you can tell, there's lots of cool people that are in there, in the chat room. And they're chatting amongst themselves and with each other. And even though it's a kind of a stormy night here in the great city of Chicago, that, we can all get together and just kind of hang loose and just kind of be ourselves for the remaining 45, 46 minutes or whatever the case. You haven't lived till you go cow tipping, says Cyrus. No, I haven't. I've never gone cow tipping. Have gone snipe hunting, but I've never gone cow tipping. Phase 4, something live lined up. Yeah, that I'm really glad that you said that, Elena, because that was one of the things that was on my little list right here that I had prepared for the show. Yeah, Phase 4 is starting. A lot of people are around the rest of the country. That doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, but here in the city of Chicago, that means a whole heck of a lot, at least in the state of Illinois. Because what that means is that a lot of the establishments can reopen, albeit very, very limited. There's bars can open at like 25% capacity. There's restaurants can open for indoor dining, but again, there's there's limits on how many people can come in. There's still the face mask thing going on. Every time you go someplace, you have to have a face mask on. That's just the way it is. So, yeah, it's slowly starting to open back up. But at the same time, then I look and I say, yeah, look at all the spikes and all the cases that are happening in Illinois. Well, actually, no, Illinois is like the lowest new cases reported as of today anyway. So, yeah, that's good news. That's really good news. Is something live lined up for Phase 4? I hope. In fact, I'm going to be talking with some folks next week to find out about, where can we play, where can we play. And Judy says she's here but driving. Both hands on the wheel, Jude. Okay? I'm just saying. Let me see, but you can protest in masses of hundreds. Just don't go to the bar. Exactly. See, now you understand. We can get out in the streets, unmasked, and we can break things down, but you'd better just show up in groups of 10 with your masks on at the bar. That's right. Why? Because we're fighting the coronas. That's what we're doing. Illinois is doing great. Yes, they are, says Elena. Some outdoor venues. Yeah, a few of my friends are starting to play. The beer gardens are opening up, and the back beer areas, and some of the taverns that I know of are opening up. And we're going to be talking with some folks in the coming days to see what we can do about maybe getting out and even if it's just like some solo stuff, just going out. I'd like to get the group together. I'd like to get the band together, but again, this is very strange times going on. So. And I think the last time I played with the band was in January, I think. So it's very hard. No, not even that. It was before Christmas, actually. So, yeah, a lot of strange things going on. And we'll just kind of keep seeing what's happening, in terms of what we can do. One person writes in and says, as a retired cop, do you have any idea how asking someone to put on a mask and coming into a bank sounds? Yes. I have a friend, okay, and I'm not going to mention names to protect their privacy, but I do have a friend who works in a bank. I have a friend who works in a bank as a teller. And one of the scariest things, and they sent me pictures, by the way, and it was the goofiest stuff in the world. First off, you've got this plexiglass that's, separating the customer from the teller, number one. And then, yes, the customer is masked. But to make matters worse, the teller is masked. And at the same time, it has this plastic, like a cop visor in front of them. So it looks like, we're losing the creature, but the child is stabilizing, that kind of thing. Okay? Just not a good look at all. So, yeah, and, oh, well, here, let me, take you down to the safe deposit boxes. This is the new normal, y'all. This is what's happening in our world right now. And it sure is goofy, I'm telling you. Lena says, all the burbs, places like Naperville come to mind. Gotta be all manners of the suburbs that have venues. Yeah. All the burbs are doing it. In fact, one place near me, and I always talk about it, and I think it's still the funniest thing in the world, little pizzeria / bar that's near the GainerWorld International Complex. They open up at 6 o'clock, and they're in a strip mall. And you know how, if you know anything about strip malls, you know how big they are. And what happens is they will wait for all the other patrons to leave the parking lot, and they'll go out there and they'll put up their velvet ropes and their police tape, and they'll put out the chairs and the umbrella tables and all that, and by golly, there's their beer garden. And I went, yeah, okay, that's pretty inventive, actually. They're rocking in the streets in Gettysburg. Well, that's a good thing to know. I had heard that that Gettysburg had been opening up little by little, so that's a good thing. So yeah, but and I was looking at where was it? Florida. Florida's kind of crazy. They've been open for a little while, actually. So it's like, yeah, things are slowly coming back to normal, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because I'm telling you right now, if the coronas don't get us, the Sahara dust will. Have you guys heard about this? Have you heard about this? So apparently what is happening, and I guess this happens every year. I'd not known this myself. I've never heard of this. But I guess windstorms that happen in the Sahara Desert, somehow, because everything, at least in the United States, in North America, travels from west to east. Oh no, this jet stream runs from east to west. And I guess this happens every year, but it's so light that it usually breaks up in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Not this year. Oh no, 2020, the year of the coronas and the murder hornets, is going to give us the Sahara dust. What is going to happen is this weekend, the sand and the dust that has been picked up by the wind from this westward vortex rather, is going to be coming into the southern and eastern and midwestern sections of the United States this weekend. So what could be a completely sunny day is going to look like, as I understand it, like the equivalent of 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night at high noon, because the sun and the dust is going to block everything out. Allegedly, it's only going to bother people that have really heavy duty, heavy duty respiratory problems. That it could be a bother to you. But yeah, what else? I've said it before. I will say it again. Cue the locusts, the cicadas, whatever you want to call them. Bring them on. Why not? Famine and pestilence can't be far behind. It's like the undertow, says Cyrus. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, it's just crazy stuff going on this week. Oh my God, the coronas are going on. But I am happy to say that there's still no word of the murder hornets. We'll send it to China as payback. Yeah, that's like they'll notice. Okay. Yeah, we'll send it back to them as payback. That's true. Yeah. You give us the coronas here. Here's some sand from the Sahara. Put this in your soup. Yeah, Bonnaroo's been canceled, and just all kinds of strange things. What else has been going on? We lost Sir Ian Holmes. You know, that kind of stinks. While we were gone, you and I together, we didn't get a chance to talk about that. The guy that played Bilbo Baggins, you know, The Hobbit, played in Chariots of Fire. I think he won an Oscar for that. But he holds the distinction of having one of my favorite lines. And a lot of people don't remember this role of his, but it was a pivotal role for Sir Ian Holmes. Remember Ash in the movie Alien? That was Ian Holmes. And I still, that's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. And he has one of my all-time favorite horror movie lines in it, where he says, and I quote, "I can't tell you what your chances are, but you have my sympathies." Before they unplug him. Yeah, spoiler, Ash was a droid. Or a zombie, or whatever you want to call him. But, yeah. So he's gone. And everything else that's going on. It's like, yeah, 2020 is not a good year. I'm just saying. And yes, Cyrus, thank you for reminding me. And I will do this as a public service. If you are a listener to The Hug Show, and I suggest you do, every Tuesday and Wednesday night, wrgg.org, or if you're in the Pennsylvania area, 93.7 FM, where Cyrus and the Hugs crew have been very, very generous to us and very supportive of us with the release of this album, Honor Among Thieves, which you can buy, which you can win a copy of. Stay tuned, we'll tell you how. He came across a new sponsor. And great guy. I mean, he's a benevolent, he's a benevolent businessman, just like everybody else. Benny Humma. Benny Humma runs Humma's Musical Emporium on Route 7. And he has wonderful musical implements to buy, sell, or trade. Like, for example, this week he was talking about the latrinophone that he has, which was very, very, very big back in the days around people like Spike Jones. It was a toilet seat strung with catgut. Or you've got, if you like playing air guitar, he sells strings for your air guitar. He has all sorts of wonderful implements like that. He's got a pump organ that instead of using foot pumps, it uses the motor from an Amana washer. Talk about putting a new spot on a spin cycle. And Benny is looking for things to buy, sell, and trade. So, if you want to, you can send your suggestions of what Benny should sell to hugsunderground@gmail.com. Attention, Benny. And if you do send a suggestion, Cyrus tells me that they will send you a WRGG window sticker just for submitting to Benny's store. So you got that going for you. Judy says, my grandkids are watching and listening. They thought you talking directly is hilarious. What's so hilarious about it, kids? Remember, this could be you in 20 years. Have a nice night. Anyway, so, yeah, if you want to do that, that'd be great. Pianos. Does anybody buy pianos anymore? Well, it depends upon what the piano is, okay? Like, for example, the bell organ that Benny has, like, for example, he does have one electric piano, but the cables are very unique that keep this thing going. They're actually taken from the motor of a 1977 Ford F-150. How many people can say they've got that? That's what Benny's got, and that's what Benny's looking for. So if you have implements like that, send it along, hugsunderground@gmail.com, attention Benny, and you'll get a often imitated, never duplicated WRGG window sticker to have and to hold for your very own. With only white keys. Yes, one with only white keys. We can do that too. Whatever it takes. Benny wants to work with you. Just saying. So we got that going on. Another thing that's happening, especially with music, and I have a hard time with this. I have a really hard time. I've seen pianos put at the curb by the garbage men to take. Yeah. That's actually not for the garbage men to take. It's just that the people moving them out of the house are just too damn tired to move it any further. Okay, that's just reality. Okay, that's what's happening. And believe me, I have moved a couple of pianos in my lifetime. Elena says, we have 2 pianos between us. No one seems to want them. Oh, Elena. You send me that information. We will get rid of those pianos for you. If anybody is in the General Cook, DuPage, Will County area of Illinois, no one seems to want them, Tim. Elena, my dear, you seem to forget the powers that I harness. Anybody watching this show right now, if you are in the Cook, DuPage, Will County areas of Illinois and you want a piano, send me the information. I will send it along to our dear friend Elena, and she will tell you how to come pick it up. Make them into waterfalls for the yard. Oh, God. Cyrus, I can always count on you to come up with a friendly suggestion. Hey, man, you should come out here with a truck, okay, and pick these 2 pianos up and put them. See, a lot of people don't know. Cyrus has a lovely farm in the southern southwest Pennsylvania area, and he's always looking for stuff to put in his farm. He's looking for stuff to put outside. So I'm thinking this is a great, think the Beatles' Strawberry Fields Forever video. Okay, where they've got the piano outside underneath the tree. Here you go, man. Here's your chance to recreate that. The wife will be so proud. There's some really cool things folks make from them. That is true. Ed is saying, I thought we were going to have a call-in contest for a prize. I was so let down. Yeah, no, man. No. See, it's it's not the coronas. It's only allergies. I swear to God. Yeah, no more bodies. No, we don't want any more bodies on the farm. Because God knows that place has been dug up and investigated enough. And I'm not kidding about that. But we don't have calls. We do have people occasionally that try to text me. They think that they're really cool and they try to text me. And that's why I keep my phone right here. Because if somebody does text me during the show, I will call you out. And if somebody does call me, I will turn the speaker on. And we will hold the call right here live. So, yeah. Don't think that it doesn't happen, Ed. Just saying. That in mind, and with the rain falling down, they are coming back in. Okay. All right, so I have to ask you, Cyrus, should I bring this up? I can bring this up in public, and we can have people we can have people check out the show. You know, I don't even know if I should be talking about this publicly, but okay, all right. Don't tempt Dan to call. Okay, so one thing that about Cyrus that a lot of people don't know. Pardon me, you guys think I'm kidding. You guys think I'm kidding. Hi, Tim Gainer Show. What can I do for you? Well, that was short-lived. Oh my God. What a great crowd we've got tonight. Okay, so Cyrus's home was actually featured on a episode, if you know the show Ghost Nation, which I think is I think it was like the Discovery Channel or the Learning Channel, A&E, one of those. But it's one of those, you know, a bunch of people get together and they try to play like Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and they're ghost hunters. And so they went to his house. And apparently, because, you know, in Pennsylvania, I mean, stop and think about it. You know, the Civil War went through there. You know, he lives in that area. And as a result of this, there was some weird stuff going on in the Gray House. And so they brought the Ghost Nation people in. And yes, this is one of the shows. I have seen it. It is weird. But then again, look at the residents of the house. I'm just saying, I think you had the same phone as me. Boy, that's a terrifying concept that I even have anything remotely close to you, Todd. But so yeah, that's Cyrus's claim to fame. So okay, let's kind of move on here. I was driving on the highway today, and one of the things that I do like to do is I have all of my music on my computer, which I can play on my phone, and my phone plays through my radio. And I heard this song, and I have not played this song in forever. And I haven't heard this song in forever. And I don't know if you know this band. If you do, great. If not, that's okay too. It was a band called Mark Almond. John Mark and Johnny Almond, who were a very jazz prog band out of England. And my brother turned me on to this song years and years and years and years and years ago. No, Cyrus, we're not playing in Agata Davida. We shall not be playing in Our Garden of Eden by I, Ron Butterfly. But we will be playing this. I haven't played this song in years. And I just heard it today, and it just popped into my head. What I said to my best friend, can't you see what a mess I'm in? My daddy, he taught me to drink whiskey, but my mama, she died from a drinking gin. My brother, he worked in a coal mine, worked so hard to get his pay. My sister, she believes in sweet Lord Jesus, and she's waiting for redemption day. What am I living for? Why am I living? Why am I giving all my life? Bring up a family, children, and wife. Listen, my friend, hasn't that been done before? I remember my first job. I was a singer with the band. Every payday came around, I took my money from the man. He said, now spend it wisely, boy, or save it while you've got the time. But I got drunk on the stand and I blew the band. Now I'm standing in the unemployment line. What am I living for? Why am I living? Why am I giving all my life? Bring up a family, children, and wife. Listen, my friend, hasn't that been done before? I had me a sweet woman, mine, till the sun don't shine. I came home one morning early, and I found her with a friend of mine. It's not so much I needed her, but oh God, how to stay away. I packed my bags and I hit the road, and I never saw her till the end of her days. What am I living for? Why am I living? Why am I giving all my life? Bring up a family, children, and wife. Listen, my friend, it's all been done before. What am I living for? There's got to be something more. Yeah, if you've never heard that song, you need to. And if you have, yeah, you remember why we play it all the time. Kaylee says, hey, Tim, forgot you were live today. That's all right, Kaylee. Shame on you, but you showed up, and that's what's important. So we shall only proverbially, we're going to slap your hand, is what we're going to do. An oldie but a goodie, says Judy. What's the name of the album that's on? It's on an album called Mark Almond, Rising. The name of the album is Rising. It was released in 72, I want to say. 72, 73, along about in there. Mark-Almond. Check it out, won't you please? Pardon me just a moment. Hi, GainerWorld Live. Can I help you?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Who's this?
This is Benny Hummer.
Benny Hummer, ladies and gentlemen, from Benny Hummer's Music Emporium down there on Route 7. How are you, Benny? We're doing okay. What can we do for you tonight?
Somebody told me you got a request line. I'm kind of hoping for a little Bob Dylan.
Little Bob Dylan? Okay, well, let me see what I can do for you there, pal. How's business, by the way?
Not too bad. Brother Paulie's a little bit under the weather right now.
Yeah. Well, Paulie's always had, Paulie.
I got a good deal coming up, though. Good deal. You ain't gonna have to tune in. I got some Ono buckets that are coming in. You're gonna love them.
Oh, Ono buckets. What are Ono buckets?
They're buckets that are endorsed by Yoko Ono. You know, they said she couldn't carry a tune in the bucket.
Okay.
Now you can buy one from Benny here, and I'm gonna tell you what, you proved the world wrong. And we're also gonna throw in a lid in case somebody tells you to put a lid on it.
Oh, okay. That's great, Benny. Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing those coming in. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, y'all have a good day. Come down and see Benny Hummers. Remember the most important. We get together for the music, but you leave with a hummer.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Benny. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Benny Hummer, ladies and gentlemen, helping us out with the show this evening. I also want to thank DJ Zath, who's helping us out tonight by simulcasting all this on the Warp Radio Network, warp-radio.com. Go check him out. Go check out the folks at WRGG.org. Good folks to have around there as well. All okay now, says Elizabeth. Okay, I have no idea what that means. But if you say so, by golly, I believe you. Yep, that's right. Okay. I just have no idea what you guys are talking about, but that's okay. It's not a problem. You all talk amongst yourselves. We'll just carry on here like nothing's going on. So that's speaking of music, and I'm not sure how I want to deal with this. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of weird things that are going on in the world right now, and people are trying to become a little bit more sensitive to their fellow man. And that's a great thing, The old hippie in me always applauds things like that. But, people, they can take their sensitivity and they can just kind of take it a little too far. Case in point, the Dixie Chicks. Now, I don't know if you heard about this the other day, but the Dixie Chicks have changed their name. They said that they have dropped the Dixie part of it, and they're now just calling themselves the Chicks. And the reason being is they feel that connotates, racial stereotypes. Which is fine if that's your, whatever you're into, that's all good. But, doesn't the Chicks connotate sexual stereotypes as well? So basically what should happen is the band should break up. That's just all there is to it. It's kind of like when Anthrax, during 9/11, Anthrax couldn't sell an album. Then everybody told them to change their name because the Anthrax scare, people sending the Anthrax and all that. Connotates. It connotates. Elena says connotates? No, connotates. We'll get into the grammar portion of the show a little bit later on. But in the meantime, road trip. Road trip to where, my friend? Talk to me. Kate says that they were blackballed for speaking out. Maybe they're just trying to go in a new direction. I remember that a few years ago when, during the whole Bush administration thing, connotes. Connotates. Connotates? Okay. Can you tell us an English major? Just saying. So glad I can entertain the folks. Let's do. You were buffering during the song. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not know that. Judy says, I'm going on a road trip Sunday to the Grand Tetons, Yellowstone, and Moab. Oh, nice. Connotes. It connotes. Nice road trip. Moab. Where's it? The Moab Desert? Really? Gesundheit. Connotes. Gesundheit. Okay. One more that I heard that I thought was very appropriate. I got to hear the new... Oh, Utah. Thank you. I got to hear the new Neil Young album last week. Wow. If you are a Neil Young fan, you have to get a copy of his new album, Homegrown. This was the long-lost Neil Young album that he recorded back in '74 but never released because he thought it was too sensitive because it talked about his breakup with Carrie Snodgrass. But it's a great album. It is an absolutely great album. I'll bet Classics would want those pianos. Send my admin at timgainer.com. Send in your information. I will pass it along to Elena, and we will see what we can do. Okay? Just saying. But yeah, thinking of Neil Young, I thought about this song, and I'm going to screw this up. I'm telling you right now. I thought it was appropriate. Southern man, better keep your head. Don't forget what your good book said. Southern change gonna come at last. Now your crosses are burning fast, Southern man. I saw cotton and I saw black, tall white cabins and little shacks. Southern man, when will you pay them back? I heard screaming and bullwhips cracking and how long, how long? Southern man, better keep your head. Don't forget what your good book said. Southern change gonna come at last. Now your crosses are burning fast, yeah, Southern man. Lily Bell, your hair is golden brown. Seen your black man coming round. And I swear by God Almighty, I'm gonna cut him down. I heard screaming and bullwhips cracking down. How long, how long? Southern man, better keep your head. Don't forget what your good book said. Southern change gonna come at last. Now your crosses are burning fast. Well, Southern man. Yeah, I have rekindled my love for Neil Young. I must say that is true. I haven't heard that in a long time. Let me see here. I can use that in a sentence. I know, but I saw that in Utah too. Okay, no problem. I understand what's going on. Let me see. And hey, Gainer, since you've been buried in that condo, have you written any original stuff for that album coming out in December, titled "Life Behind Bars"? No, I'm saving that title, Cyrus, because I understand that you wanted to write an autobiographical album. So, that's part of the problem of being like half stuck, half living, half in a box, is that, I've got I do have material that I do want to record, but I can't because, the stuff that I have here in front of me right now is the stuff that I've got left, so it's like, until I can move into the new place, I can really start, getting everything together. So, and speaking of moving, in case you did not see the handy little crawl down below, send your guesses in to when you think I will be leaving this here GainerWorld International Complex for the very last time. And if you are one of the people that are closest to the actual move date, you will get an autographed vinyl copy of my album, Honor Among Thieves. Send it to admin@timgainer.com. That's ADMIN Alpha Delta Mike India November at timgainer, GAINER, just like the Olympic dive.com. We don't know when the contest is going to end. That is contingent upon when I actually do move. In the event of a tie, yes, both of you will get a copy of the album because I'm not one of those cheap people. So yeah, definitely send it in. Quick, play something for the Danimal. He's in the room. Danimal! Okay, let me play something here. There's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land, and I'll be there someday if you just hold my hand. I just wanna be beside you no matter what I do. Well, I know I'll never find another you. There is always someone for each of us, they say, and you'll be my someone forever and a day. I just search the world over until my life is through, but I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side when I walk through the storm. You'll be my guide, you'll be my guide. If the world would end tomorrow, this is fair, I could lose it all tomorrow, but never have a care. For without your love to guide me, I don't know what I'd do. For I know I'll never find another you. 'Cause I know I'll never find another you. Quick one for the Danimal. Not a problem there. And Megan Paulette has popped in, just stopping by to say a quick hello. I'm out and about making music with bar bands. Megan, great to hear. Always great to hear that you're making music, and I'm really glad that you're on the road and making music out in public again. That's a beautiful thing. I'm glad to hear that. I'll have to watch later. Good to see you. Always good to see you as well. Mary stopped in. Mary Clancy stopped in. Oh, Mary, you bunny lass. Think I missed you tonight. We'll see you next week, God willing. Okay. Yeah, well, see, you should have been here for last week's show. Last week's show was just stellar. It was unbelievable. You would have loved it. Elena says, thank you. You're very welcome. Let me give my thanks to everybody as we wrap things up here for another Friday night. First off, my thanks to DJ Zath and the gang back at the Warp Radio International Complex, warp-radio.com. Great internet station. By all means, go check him out. Thank you to Cyrus Gray and the people at Hugs Unsigned Artist Showcase at WRGG Radio in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, WRGG.org. Please go check him out every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Thank them. It's the coronas? I know it's not. It's the allergies. See? I just wanted to see if you were listening. Thank you to everybody that joined us this evening. And again, my apologies for last week. We will get this right again next week. In the meantime, don't forget, send your guesses in. When will I walk out of here for the very last time and move into the new place? Send your guesses in. admin@timgainer.com. Closest to the date of the actual move will get an autographed copy of vinyl Honor Among Thieves. In the event of a tie, yes, you both will get something. Thank you all for being here. I certainly do appreciate it. Stay in tune, as Cyrus Gray would say. I do totally appreciate it. We'll be back here, same bat time, same back channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Thank you so much. If you like this, please like, subscribe, tell a friend. I'd love to get up to 100 subscribers just for my own ego gratification. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. In other words, hey, if you like it, you know what to do. We'll see you next week. And no, I still don't have an ending for it. So, as always, we're just going to end it like this.